sudden go boom. Hey, welcome to Dumb Investing. That guy over there, that's Harry.
That guy, that's Lloyd. It's about to get dumb up in here.
Oh, yeah, it is. All right, so on tonight's show, it's going to be a quick show because we don't have any money. What we are going to do is we're going to review our portfolio of the stocks that we bought by random rolling dice and randomly picking stocks after we did a little bit of homework on them. So in a normal daily show, what you'd see us do is roll random dice and pick 3 random stocks with those dice, and then we do a little homework on those 3 random stocks, and then we go and we invest our retirement money in a random stock. And we're about to find out how well we've done, so we're going to go check out our portfolio of what we've already owned.
Did you take a look at the market today? Because you might want to say...
I don't want to talk about it because Here's what I know. I know when I showed up at work, it was red. When I checked it at lunch, it was way red. When I checked it at the end of the day, it was still red. And it was in my personal, since I started tracking this stuff daily because I'm a nerd, it's the single worst day I've ever had. So, yeah. How about that?
We might be able to chalk that day up for dumb investing too. Let's take a look.
Not good. Not happy. But, it is what it is. It's a long-term play. One day doesn't make it. So, long-term.
So here we are today. We are red
we got nothing
across the board.
We got nothing. I got black screen.
Oh.
Normally I can't see it because it's so small, but now I can't see it because it's black.
Ew.
Yeah.
Let's try this again.
There's big picker. We like that. Ooh, yeah.
We'll put that first.
Oh, even bigger. That's better. Oh, the whole world loves it. 21 subscribers, 22, 23. Oh, man, they're going crazy. Everybody's subscribing now. All right, so what the market's doing while we're looking for our Weeble, there's a lot of fear that this Delta variant is wreaking some havoc, and so the market is kind of looking for some safe havens. And so money is kind of moving around right now. People don't really know that the 10-year yield is down so low. People are stocking some money over there. They're going to the big guys like the Amazons and stuff like that and thinking they're going to park some money there until they kind of figure out what's going on. Do we have COVID under control? Are we going back under lockdown? Is everybody wearing masks? Are we eating outside? All of those kind of crazy things. Nobody knows what's going on right now. So,
can you see the screen now?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank goodness.
But I don't like it because every single one that we own is red.
Every single one. Yes.
That is the first time we've ever seen every single one red.
Yep. So
wow, look at the after hour on that one. What is that?
This is Fiserv. So
why did it go
hours?
Hours.
They're up. What's that?
What happened after hours today?
Well,
was there some sort of announcement?
I'm just gonna say. So let's take a look here. We're looking at the 1 minute. So I would say
is that 1 day's worth of how many? Yeah, that's today. Whoa, yeah, dude.
Yeah. So this little blip here in after hours is
basically nothing. Okay,
nothing. Yeah.
So I know in the government, everybody is still freaking out because we have no idea what's going on with the infrastructure, how big it's going to be. Are they going to work on this together, or are the Dems going to be like, doesn't matter? AOC is all pissed off, so she's like, we're not going to vote for this crap unless we put another $6 trillion billion worth of social stuff, and we're just going to shut it all down, and infrastructure includes everything. It's madness.
So I've seen a little bit of AOC. I know only a little bit about her, but she's a Democrat from New York.
And you know what? I don't care if they're Republicans or Democrats. She's a loser. A loser.
Whoa.
Because they can't... They want to turn us into a socialist paradise because it's never worked before. Why not try it here? If it's never worked before, let's do... Oh, we're getting off the topic. Let's talk about our portfolio.
Let's talk stocks. All right.
Jeez Louise, see, you get me all fired up.
The second one of our biggest losers is the cotton.
Of course, because
Yeah.
everybody's worried COVID's going to come back. Nobody's wearing pants. What do we need cotton for?
And at the least of our losers today, which we usually like to talk about our winners, we've got Credit Suisse and Hey Lang Education Group.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on 1 second. You got to take the reins.
All right. So, stock market today, a lot of volatility. The volatility rating was one of the highest we've seen in a long time. So there's a lot of people who don't know what to do with their money, and so it's bouncing everywhere. That's why you see these charts. You're seeing so much movement in them, is just because there's so much. And I don't know, maybe anxiety is the right word to say it, but there's a lot of people that are just trying to figure out what do we do and where do we go and how do we do this. I think it's going to be temporary. I think people are going to find a safe space and then they're going to go for it. All right, you back?
I'm back.
Cool. Can we go back and look at our losers and winners for the long term and see who's sitting where? I assume, since it was a red day, they're all going to be worse off than for the where. How much did we lose today? Ooh.
This might be a new low for us.
I think it is. Oof. Right in the kisser.
Yeah. So we've got PSET leading the way at our biggest gainers at 5.38%. Secondly is FSD at 2.64%. These things have retracted pretty substantially, haven't they? Really
about 3% since the last time we looked, right?
Yeah. And down here, we've got Hey Lang Education Group at minus 27% because we got ticker cheating and buying BurgerFi, buying the dip in BurgerFi. So
buying the dip.
Buying the burger at BurgerFi, 14.57.
I think I'm going to go hit BurgerFi this week, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I hope things are better.
I hope it's better, too. I'm excited. I found out there's 2 in the Metroplex. There's one on my side. There's one on the other side. I will go to the one on my side because I'm not going to drive an hour to go eat a burger. I don't care how good it is. I ain't driving an hour.
Yeah. Don't blame
I don't know. If it was really, really good, I would drive an hour because I drive out to a place. It's about an hour and a half from the house, and we go there about once a quarter. And it's in a little small town.
You're such a finance guy.
But they have these guys, I forget what they call it, but they take a little bit of Coke and a little bit of TX whiskey, and they put it in a slushy machine. And dude, it is absolutely the best. It is the best.
That's worth driving an hour.
It is. And their burgers are awesome. Yeah, it's a great place.
Fantastic.
So, what's your take on the market? While you went dead, I told everybody.
I feel so bad once again because I feel like I led our viewers astray.
Why?
And just because I was convinced, at least I was definitely leaning towards, we found the bottom in May, and June was going to be better, and we were going to be, rockets to the moon from here. But we've had a little blip here with the a lot of fear. I think you were talking about this.
Yeah. When
I jumped off there, a lot of fear with the Delta variant and what's going to happen with the economy, if there's going to be shutdowns again, and I mean, all legitimate concerns. Inflation is looking more and more transitory.
Yes.
And yeah, like you said, the run to safety. So everyone's buying bonds. What the heck?
Well, to park your money for 30 or 60 days, that's a good place to park it. Like the guy was saying, there was a fella on Bloomberg when I was driving home today, and he was saying, hey, look, if let's say you're managing a fund and you've got $300 billion that you're responsible for, and if you need to park $100 million, let's say,
right,
because you've got clients saying, hey, maybe we should be sitting in cash right now, and you've got $100 million, you're not going to put it in a bank. How do you know if that bank's going to be there tomorrow? You can't risk that, but you can sure stick it in the bond market and let it sit for 60 days. You know, at least you're going to get out what you put in.
Right.
That's what they're thinking, you know. So they're like, we've seen this before. It's nothing to get worked up over. It's going to work out because people are going to do their homework. And then they're going to be like, hey, I'm not making any money. I got to do something with it. And it's going to come all back out.
Yeah.
It just sit back. You know, if you have the money, now's the time to buy something.
Yeah.
So click the link down below. Get yourself a Webull account. Put $100 in that Webull account. You're going to get 2 free stocks, and you're a trader all of a sudden. Buy the dip.
Yeah. Yeah. And it could be, you know, anywhere from, it could be 1 day to, I would say, 4 weeks. 1 day to 4 weeks worth of the dip here.
Yep.
If you got a little bit extra cash, you know, you can see what happens over the next couple of days or a couple of weeks, and it's always a good time to buy when markets are red.
Yeah,
it
listen
feels
to these
bad
two
because you own stuff and you're losing it.
This guy. I mean, we're only down what 10% in 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we're up 20 by the end of the year, right?
Oh, dude, this is gonna turn around. There's gonna be a time where we sit back and we go, remember when we were actually negative? Can you believe that? We were all worried about it. It's gonna be so silly. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It will come back without a doubt. Are things overvalued? They may be, but they're certainly coming closer and closer to where they should be valued every day.
And we don't even know. I mean, the new valuations, maybe 80 times is where PE sits, right?
Right. Which would
maybe
be
that's
normal.
normal. Yeah.
But I mean, you've got Apple and Amazon. They're somewhere in that 20 times range. So their PE ratio is about 20.
Yeah.
20 to 25. And then you've got, some of the newer kids on the block that definitely have some higher PE ratios. I think Tesla's in the 60s.
So tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern, you know what happens?
Is it AM or PM?
It's AM, isn't it?
AM? 9 o'clock Eastern AM. Shoot. Okay. So we're going to the moon.
At least to the Kessler line or whatever it is, 62 miles up. Old Bezos.
We're going higher than Branson, are we?
10 miles higher.
7, isn't it?
Oh, I thought Branson only went to 51.5 miles.
Oh, I thought it was 55.
I don't know. I mean, we'd have to do some research, but for the guys that I heard talking about it were saying that, you know, Branson went to 51 with a non-spaceship, and Bezos is going to space. So, I don't know. It's nerd speak.
Those guys, like, I got to tell you, if I was a guy who spent $28 million to go ride that spaceship, I would probably try and find something better to do tomorrow too. Because that would scare the living crap out of me. I ain't ready to die yet.
Well, dude, they've totally done it like 3 times. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm not sure I would trust Musk to send me up there yet. And they've done it like 100 and something times. I don't know how many times, but
I do find it interesting that our previous exploits in space were always done with, I want to say, self-contained controls, right? Mm. So there was a pilot sitting in a seat,
right,
that steered the joint. This one is more like a ride. It's like you're at Six Flags, you know, and you jump in and you lock down and you say, see you later. And there's some other guy somewhere pressing the go button and he's got the stick. I mean,
I gotta tell you, with the, we had this conversation, I think, through text the other day, but I would much rather trust the 300 brains that put the automation together than the one brain flying the rocket ship. That's my take on that.
And see, I would believe that you're too young to have lived with Windows 95 and seeing the blue screen of death as often as those of us that are older saw it.
Oh, dude, do not try and, hey, I was a computer geek back in the day. I have created the blue screen of death. I figured out how to make it happen, and I figured out how to fix it.
I think it's scary that we still can't drive our cars, and we're pressing the button and off we go to space. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
There is a lot more room straight up than there is straight out.
Yeah.
So at least if they continue to fly, well, what would that be?
Here's what freaks me out is they're going up on a big old rocket, and then they're going to go poop and pop the top, and then they're going to go to space and then come back, right? Well, what if the poop is just a little bit too much, and they go to the moon?
Yeah, I know that. That's hilarious, and hopefully it doesn't happen, and hopefully it's all calculated. But it is kind of funny when they shoot the rocket up here, and you're exactly right. They just go kind of like a what is
it's
it?
like popping the top off of champagne.
Pop the top of the champagne or the dandelion when you're a kid.
Yeah,
and sometimes they fly a long ways, and sometimes they don't.
What kind of a call would that be? Hey, Musk, it's Bezos. Can you come get me? I'm stuck in space.
I'm on my way, heading to the moon. Can you get me before we crash? Oh, man. It's unbelievable. It's pretty cool. I'm super excited and super nerdy about this. So I will awesome. Ensure that I figure out how to get to where I need to be to watch that.
Yeah, and it's going to be cool.
Yeah. And then what's after that for space, since something for us to talk about? Is there no manned operations until, 2023 when Musk sends the dude to Mars? Or the moon? Moon.
Yeah, I thought it was the moon, so yeah.
Yeah, we're going for a trip around the moon, right?
Yep.
2023?
I don't know when he's going to Mars, but he's going soon.
Yeah. It'd be...
All right. Well, so we're going to sit back. We're going to chill for the next few days. We're going to see this market kind of figure itself out, and things will start moving. Maybe if we see some good movement, we'll sell one of our stocks and jump in, either roll the dice again or double up, like our viewers had us double up on BurgerFi, which...
That was awesome.
It was totally awesome. I can't wait for BurgerFi to come back and just scream and rock that thing. And we're going to high five old Kara. That's who it was, right? It was a Kara.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. So yeah, this is cool.
All right, man.
We'll come back, do this tomorrow night, and talk about what we saw, and whatever you do when you click that link and you put your $100 in, you become a trader. Don't trade like that guy.
Yeah, definitely don't trade like that guy. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for joining. Hey, dude, I think I'm still live. You didn't kill the feed. I don't think I have the feed on my end. This is awesome. How do I